I am Southern born, royalty personified. I am DarkwingDubb. Welcome to my flawless victory.
And now your host, DarkwingDubb.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, DarkwingDubb. It's been a few weeks, family stuff, you know what I'm saying? Wife, kids, just get busy. I got a few things I want to get into, but I want to lead off by saying, rest in peace, DJ Michael Watts. If you're from the South, I'm from Texas, grew up in Oklahoma. So Swisher House and Chopped and Screw and Screwed Up Click and DJ Screw and all that was so huge here, so huge in this area between Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. Like, that kind of music was huge. I mean, it's even made it big screen when Ludacris and had his song, and then T-Pain, "You officially been chopped and screwed." Like, that's all DJ Michael Watts and DJ Screw. DJ Screw was the inventor of Chop and Screw, and DJ Michael Watts took it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this hits differently for me. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I grew up with DJ Michael Watts. I mean, Swisher House was like always playing on my radio as I was growing up. You know, it was Swisher House and Screwed Up Click, and it's just the whole 9 yards. So another one's gone. We've lost a few. We lost DJ Screw. We lost Fat Pat, and so many more. But this one hits different because he's the founder. He's CEO of Swisher House. I mean, without Michael Watts, do we get Swisher House? You know what I'm saying? Do we get Paul Wall and Chameleonaire? Do we get Slim Thug? Do we get Mike Jones? And so many more. So rest in peace to Michael Watts. And I will continue to listen to Swisher House and DJ Michael Watts. I still do to this day. So, but anyways, rest in peace to DJ Michael Watts. But we just had the Royal Rumble Saturday afternoon. There's a few things that I kind of wanted to talk about, right? I'll give my fallout for the Royal Rumble. Number one, it was spectacular effects. The stage itself was spectacular. Now, the lighting where the people are sitting at, I probably would have left that out. Definitely would have left that out. If they're going back to Saudi 2027 for WrestleMania, I hope they get rid of those lights on the seats. The beginning of the show seemed a bit empty, but I think I know why, and everybody else should know why. The first Royal Rumble was the women's. We know how they treat women over in Saudi Arabia. So it's no surprise that it looked a bit empty, right? But let's get into it. The first match of the night was the Women's Royal Rumble. Like I said, it looked empty. And on top of that, it starts out so slow. So slow. But on the other hand, as it got going, the better it got. So it ended up being a halfway decent match. Started slow, ended good. we had what, one surprise with Brie Bella coming back, and she probably got the pop of the night, to be honest with you. Now I know Bully Ray calling his shot, saying, well, we got Brie Bella back. Danielson's not that far behind. I'm sorry. Danielson is not coming back to the WWE. Danielson is in with AEW, and he will be for the foreseeable future. I don't see him coming back to the WWE unless it's to get what? The same thing that Jericho is going to. The same reason Jericho came back or is going to come back is for the Hall of Fame. When they're ready to induct him into the Hall of Fame, Brian Danielson, whatever you want to fucking call him, he'll be back. So I think that was like the one surprise that he got. So it was all right, but I was expecting Paige or Saraya, somebody like that, but we didn't get her. But it's all good. It ended up being a decent match. My woman of the match was Lash Legend. Oh my gosh. She was a freaking monster. And good on Triple H. He that's the one thing about Triple H. He trying to beat those allegations. And if y'all been paying attention to the WWE, you know what allegations I'm talking about. He trying his best to beat those allegations because he made Lash Legend look like an absolute monster, and she deserved every bit of it too. Also, who had a great showing? Sol Ruka to NXT. Like, bro, if you're trying to build for the future, this is where you start. You start him at the Royal Rumble, right? So you had one look like a monster, and then you turn around and have Sol Ruka look like a freaking superstar. Good on her. A freaking superstar. She looked amazing. I mean, that soul snatcher, like, bruh, like there's so many people that wish they could do something like that. And here's the thing. I could have swore that I read a report that Oba Femi says he can do the soul snatcher. I'd like to see that one. I really would. Nonetheless, Sol Ruka was sensational.
Sensational.
Yeah, she was, Future. She was. But at the end, we got Liv Morgan. Now, some people will say it was safe. It was not safe. It was an absolute right call. Before she got injured earlier in the year, she was on an absolute heater. There's only one other person that I felt like should have won, but she didn't come back. Bianca Belair. If we get Bianca Belair back, then I would have felt like she should have won. But I feel like they gave it to the right person, Liv Morgan. So good on Liv Morgan. That probably is going to lead to Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Becker for the women's championship. Kind of makes you think a little bit though, right? Because isn't Raquel going after that too? Interesting. Could we be possibly seeing the downfall of the Judgment Day based on this win? I mean, after all, Liv Morgan did eliminate Raquel too. That'd be interesting to see. If Triple H plays his cards right, this could be a good story. We know what Triple H is. If Triple H is not good for putting up these stories, so it writes itself, right? It's writing itself. Liv Morgan, Raquel, Stephanie Becker. The story is right there. All Triple H has to do is pull the trigger. But that's in the future. But right now, we got our winner. Deservedly so. She deserves it. I can't be upset about it. Like I said, if anybody else, Bianca Belair. So I really can't be upset about this. That was a good one. Absolutely. The following match. Woo. Tug at the heartstrings a little bit, please. Tug at him. Tug at him. Gunther versus AJ. AJ loses. AJ has to retire. Hey, I don't know if this is going to be the end of AJ Styles or not. I don't. But what I do know is the man can still go. He had a good match with Cena. He put on a banger with Shinsuke. And then this was another good match. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Y'all think Gunther is boring because he doesn't do all that flippy dippy shit that y'all like. And they know who I'm talking about. Because Gunther doesn't do all that flippy dippy shit that y'all like. He's boring. He is not boring. He is old school. Some of us still like old school. There's some of us that are still out there that still like old school style wrestling. I like Gunther. It wasn't boring to me. And then you have his style matching up with AJ Styles' style. Say that fast. Made for a great match. Y'all can hate on it if you want to, but it was a great match. Unfortunately, AJ has to retire. I agree. AJ has to retire because he went to sleep. He didn't tap out like John did. He went to sleep. But is AJ done? He did a little thing where he teased taking them gloves off. And he put it right back on, strapped them up. He gave the symbol. You know what I mean? Is AJ done? Now, for those that do watch the after show commentary, Triple H said that he was told that he's done. AJ told him that he's done, and they're going to possibly be working towards getting him a backstage role. If they can do that, listen to AJ. If AJ is saying do something, then do it. If he's going to do that backstage role business, listen to that man. If Shawn Michaels can run NXT, listen to AJ Styles. And there's one thing I want to say real quick, right? To everybody saying that this is our generation, Shawn Michaels, bro, if you're 40, if you're at least 40 years and up, and you're saying this is your generation, you're wrong. Your generation, Shawn Michaels, is Shawn Michaels. Stop saying that. It's weird. It's weird. If you're 40 years and up and you're out there saying this is my generation, Shawn Michaels, stop. Just stop. Your generation, Shawn Michaels, is Shawn Michaels. Crazy. Oh. But AJ Styles is, I'm going to have some thinking to do when it comes to my greatest of all time list, right? My top, my Mount Rushmore. I'm going to have some thinking to do. Like, I have Stone Cold, I have Bret Hart, I have Shawn Michaels, and I have Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. There's three that I'm not taking out. One is my personal GOAT, Shawn Michaels, my era, Shawn Michaels. Other one is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Never mind. I have a few people that I like to stun. And the other one is Mr. Perfect. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. So, do I drop Bret Hart for AJ Styles? I'm going to have to think long and hard about that one. But is AJ done, though? There's a lot of people out there in the IWC that thinks that AJ should go to AEW. I'm not one of them. Not because they're dangerous or anything like that, because the same thing that can happen in AEW can happen in WWE. I just don't think there's anything left to prove. Why you want to go to AEW to reopen some feuds that you already had? You know, the Young Bucks are there, Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. Do I want to see that? Nah. Would it be cool? Sure. But bro is 50 years old. He ain't got nothing left to prove to me, you, or anybody else. If he's going to retire, let him retire. But if there's one place that I do see him showing up at, maybe carrying the title for the rest of the year, taking it off Santana and then giving somebody the rub to give it back to him, would be TNA, where he got his name, where he got his start at. Go to TNA. But if this is it for AJ Styles, hats off to you, sir. Hats off. You had a great career, hell of a career. Next, we have this debacle. Yeah. This didn't need to be on the show. This could have been saved for Raw, SmackDown. SmackDown, because they're both on SmackDown. So this could have been saved for SmackDown. There's no way in God's green earth that we thought that Sami Zayn was going to win. It was just a squash match, really. You let Sami get in a few things here and there, whatever. But who cares? I ain't care. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that just didn't care. What happened should have happened. Drew McIntyre whooped his ass. But there's one thing that I wish Triple H would do. Stop giving Sami Zayn so many opportunities. And stop doing it because of who you're around. We know that Sami Zayn got that opportunity because, number one, Saturday night's main event was in Montreal. Number two, because the Royal Rumble was in Saudi Arabia. Everybody knows that Sami Zayn is a practicing Muslim. So why not showcase him in some capacity? We also saw Sami Zayn get chances after chances after chances. It's over with. Go down to the mid card. Stay down there for a little bit. This whole underdog story, I'm over it. If you wanted to showcase him, put him in the Rumble. Let him last for a little bit, maybe to the end. But I didn't care. Whatever. I'm moving on. The men's Royal Rumble. I am going to steal a phrase from JD from NY. Shout out to JD from NY. You probably won't see this, but shout out to you. Obafemi starting at 1 and Braun Breaker starting at 2 tells me all I need to know. They see these guys as the next tier. These two are your next top stars, and deservedly so. I would also throw in Javon. I'd also throw in Trick, and Jacob Fatu. They're going to be the ones that's going to be leading this next generation. So, the men's Royal Rumble starts with Braun Breaker and Obafemi. Obafemi's in the ring first, and here comes Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker gets the Triple H special. Gets attacked by a masked man. Somebody in a hoodie and a mask, all black. You get that Triple H special. Gets put in the ring, gets put out by Oba. Who could it be, though? It's probably going to lead to being Seth. It only makes sense. It's going to lead to it being Seth. And they're going to go at it at WrestleMania. We all can see that coming. So there's that. But as far as the rest of the match, it was good. I'm not complaining, not one bit, right? But to you idiots out there in the IWC, first, before I get there, I want people, y'all owe Powerhouse Hobbs an apology. You clowned this man talking about his name. You put it all on Triple H. Listen, there's so many things you can blame Triple H for. But the names that people choose, it's not one of them. Do they change their name? Yes. It's on par for WWE because WWE will own the name. So if Hobbs wants to leave, go back to AEW because we know he left on good terms, he can go back to Powerhouse Hobbs. But he chose Royce Keys. Royce Keys. Royce is his son's name. Keys is his late mother's maiden name. Y'all owe this man an apology for clowning. Now that's out the way. I actually like what they did with his entrance, though. They showed the Powerhouse Hobbs and had it blow up and show Royce Keys. I like that. It's creative. Good job, Triple H. You actually showed some creative spot. Number 2, you had La Parka, Mr. Iguana, and 2 Americanos show up in the Rumble. You're telling me one of them 4 couldn't have been left out for Finn Balor? That's terrible. So terrible. One of them 4 could have been left out for Finn Balor. Mr. Iguana and La Parka didn't get us an ounce of response. Chad Gable, you ruined Chad Gable's return to go back to Americana. He should have came back as Chad Gable and let Ludwig Kaiser keep Americana. Nonetheless, if it was me, La Parka stays out, Finn Balor's in. Problem solved. All right, to the IWC. Bruh, you guys are so fixated on instant gratification. I've been in so many TikTok lives and I've watched so many videos of people saying Oba Femi should have won. Trick Williams should have won. Javon Evans should have won. I even saw one that said Powerhouse should have won. Cody should have won. No. If they were going to have Trick Williams go for a belt, he should have won at Saturday night's main event. Javon Evans still needs time to work on the main roster. Cody Rhodes is being booed. People are tired of Cody Rhodes. No. Powerhouse Hobbs just drank a half cup of coffee. No. Oba Femi is the main one that I keep seeing. Oh my goodness gracious, you fucking idiots. You fucking idiots. The IWC is so fucking stupid, right? Because, why do I say that? They are so mad that Brock Lesnar threw him over the top rope. So mad. And I don't understand why. Why? They did what they needed to do with Oba Femi. They did. They made him look like a complete monster, which is what he is, a monster. You act like Brock Lesnar just threw him over the top rope, made him look like a punk. with one of those clotheslines or whatever, throwing a F5 over the top rope. We've seen him do that before. Y'all act like Brock Lesnar, man, look like a straight punk. No. Obafemi had his back turned because he was trying to throw somebody over the top rope. And what do heels do in that situation? Brock Lesnar is a heel in this situation. What did he do? He ran up while his back was turned and flipped him over the top rope. That does not make Oba look bad. It makes him look strong, especially after what he just did to Brock. So miss me with that. If Triple H is smart, number one, they will put Obafemi in the Elimination Chamber with Brock Lesnar. And what do? You have Oba pin Brock Lesnar in the Elimination Chamber. You have Brock Lesnar get pinned by Obafemi in the Elimination Chamber. You set up Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi in WrestleMania. You can't mess that up. The story's there. It's there. But this instant gratification stuff has got to go. Jesus Christ. It drives me up a wall. Stop wanting instant gratification. He will be champion one day. And it's going to be one day soon. It's just not right now. LA Knight. I don't know, bro. He ain't going to ever get his just due. It made sense for him to eliminate Bronson Reed, but he ain't going to ever get his just due. What do you do with LA Knight? I don't know. Another thing that I'm pissed off about. Oh my gosh. Jay fucking Uso. Oh my gosh. Can we stop with the yeeting and the... Can we stop with that? It's played out now. It's played out. And I think it was proven that it was played out when Roman got in the ring and he tried to do it with him and he turned around and uppercut him. I think that's Roman saying the shit is played out. Let's go. And then Jey Uso's taking his time going down to the ring, yeeting with the crowd, through the crowd instead of the traditional way. I get it, blah, blah, blah. That's his entrance. Whatever. But in the middle of him trying to... Brock Lesnar gets eliminated and nobody says a word about it. How dumb do you have to be? Whoever produced that, I agree. That's another thing I agree with JD from MI on. Whoever produced that needs a job. Go. You're fired. Yep. Go. Because they didn't even talk about it. Like it happens, they say, "Oh, Brock Lesnar's been eliminated by who was it? Cody Rhodes and LA Knight," and that was it. You have a guy like Brock Lesnar getting eliminated, but your focus is on this nonsense. They need to do a hard reset with Jey Uso. Turn him heel, do something. They need a hard reset. Another thing, Gunther being in the Royal Rumble. I understand why they did it, but if he was not going to win, why put him in that situation? Again, another situation that could have been saved for Finn Balor. But I do think the right person won. Roman. Why do I think Roman should have won? I'll tell you. Roman should have won because WWE knows that their numbers are declining. Numbers are declining. Roman has said it was something that he was just saying at the time, but it shows. Roman is a needle mover. They're going to need to sell tickets to everything. How do you sell tickets? You have your needle mover win the Royal Rumble. No Seth Rollins. CM Punk is a belt holder. Drew McIntyre is a belt holder. You're a needle mover. I'm going to say this, and I know there's going to be a lot of people that don't agree with me, but this is the biggest wrestling superstar in the world right now. Wrestling superstar. I didn't say best wrestler, the best wrestling superstar in the world right now. Out of every wrestler in the world, this is the biggest. He is the biggest wrestling superstar in the world. Now, could they have chosen somebody else? Yeah, I completely understand that. But if you want to sell tickets, you guarantee that he's going to be wherever you want him to be, whether if it's the Elimination Chamber or Raws and SmackDowns or WrestleMania, which is in Vegas again. He is your needle mover. He is what's going to pack the stadium. You have him win the Royal Rumble. I personally thought that it should have been somebody like Jacob Fatu, but that story is also writing itself. That story is also writing itself. And what's that story? Jacob versus Cody versus Drew McIntyre. If they play their cards right, it should be a triple threat match with Jacob Fatu going over, because we know that they're about to strap a rocket ship onto Jacob. But the right person won in my eyes. If it wasn't going to be him, I personally said Jacob. I've even contemplated LA Knight, right? But the right person won because they need to sell. It's a business too. And they have to garnish the money. They have to bring in the money. And who do you have that can bring in money like this guy can? Nobody other than him can do what he does. So this was the right move to make until they feel like Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Ethan Page, and whoever else they're going to be using, Braun Breaker, till they feel like those guys are ready. That is your money maker. So, with that being said, that is my review of the Royal Rumble. And again, I want to say rest in peace to DJ Michael 5,000 Watts. It's crazy. I'm 40 years old and I feel like every day pieces of my childhood and pieces of me growing up are passing on. Rest in peace to DJ Michael Watts. Also, Royal Rumble. I thought it was okay. I gave the show a B, a flat B overall. You guys hear all my reasons. Let me know y'all's take. Me and Bars Wrestling Media, shout out to Bars. Scan that QR code up there. We will be going more in depth on the Royal Rumble on our own show. We'll be on YouTube and Spotify. But until next time, this has been
Flawless victory.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you for watching DarkwingDubb. Like and subscribe for more content.